Morris Katz, and I'll say it again, I just admire that man. I adore that man. I think he's great. And somebody sneezed, that means it's a fact, right? School reunions, of course, Mr. Becker and Miss Bethard's are very common, but Sally Praver says that the Herman Ridder, R-I-D-D-E-R, junior high school reunion is a very special, uncommon reunion. You tell us why is that, Sally?
Herman Ridder was special in the first place because it was the first junior high school built in the Bronx. All the other junior high schools were reconverted public schools. And it also got architectural awards for a rotunda with marble walls and floors. And it also initiated SP. Do you remember the SPs? The special progress classes. You skipped ahead if you were smart.
I was in the ungraded class. I didn't know.
It also has a very illustrious alumni.
Name one. Name three.
Name one. I could name 20. Cy Coleman, Al Pacino, Hal Linden, Shari Lewis, Stan Getz, Bernard and Marvin Kalb, Daniel Shore, Ken Lipper, Lee Evans, Major General Bernard Weiss of the Pentagon, Cynthia Kipnis from Joe's Pier 52.
I've got an alumni of that school that even Sally Praver doesn't know about, a famous one. Sally Praver. Unknown to Sally, somebody gave me a copy of Telefare magazine, 1948, and the big TV show in 1948 was called Rainbow House, starring Big Brother Bob Emery on WABD, Dumont Network, and one of the young stars was named Sally Praver. Sally, I'm proud of you. Carry on. Now, the idea for the reunion occurred suddenly, or...?
Well, I've always wanted to meet these celebrities that went to the school, but most of all, I wanted to meet the teacher that submitted my name for that audition for Rainbow House. It was because of her I got on the show, and I was on other television shows, too, but I don't even know who it was. So I'm hoping she's going to show up at the reunion.
But what'd you do on the audition when you got discovered, though?
I did the Al Jolson impersonation. That's what she saw me do.
You did Jolson?
I did it in blackface.
On one knee?
Two knees.
Boy.
Yeah, that was my big thing.
A lady Jolson. I never heard. There aren't too many lady Jolsons.
I saw the Jolson story about 28 times, and I knew the dialogue by heart. But I did this in the senior show, and she obviously was impressed, and she sent it in, and I did it on Rainbow House. I did the same thing.
This is an official announcement about a school reunion. This is known as good community service. Right, Robert Becker? Right, Sally? Right, Mrs. Bethard? So have most of the celebrities been notified?
Oh, they've all been notified except one. I can get in touch with Herbert Coleman. He was 15 years old, of course, at the time, and he used to run down to Broadway to be in a show called Lost in the Stars. Then I heard that he played Joe Louis as a boy in the Joe Louis story, but I can't find out where he is now, and I know he'd like to come.
He'll be watching. He'll be notified. If he's not watching, somebody will tell him. Have the reactions thus far been good, Sally Praver?
It's called overwhelming.
Really?
I put an ad in the New York Times, in the Sunday Times, in the public and commercial notices, 300 phone calls in 2 days. So, speaking of dreams, I know you were talking about dreams. My nightmare is that the room holds 1,100 and 3,000 will show up.
Is this an advertisement here?
Yes, that is.
Boy, it's really good, neat, beautiful printing, too. I like that there was no effort spared.
It's an SP class.
Yeah. Herman Ridder Junior High School Celebrity Reunion. And if anybody wants to know more, they can call 718-352-0084. And do we give the May 19th?
It's going to be May 19th, but I wish people would call for reservations because I don't want that nightmare to come true. I don't want everybody showing up at the door. You know.
But now, Sally, comes the big question. The heavy one, the incisive one, the penetrating one, the investigative one. Can you take a heavy one?
I can take anything.
You can field it? Are you going to do your famous Jolson routine again?
Only if asked.
What do you think, Bob? What's your informed